In this lecture, we will be working on how can we develop a first-person controller in Unity. And besides that, we will also be learning about how can we, develop a 3D kind of view that you're seeing right now in front of you. So wherever my gun is pointing, the player is moving in that direction. This is known as a first person controller. Okay, so how can we develop this? How can we code this first person controller? That's what we are going to study. And we are going to check out the designing of this 3D view also. We are going to learn how can we develop this 3D view that you're seeing. Okay, so let's dive into Unity without wasting any time, and let's see how can we code this thing, how can we develop this whole environment and code the FPS, first person controller. Now, as you can see, I have got two different folders created over here. Now, the two things that I've made use of in my game is the 3D environment and the rifle. This is the website from where I have downloaded the 3D environment. Okay, this is the asset stores website. So I'm going to share the link of this website with you guys in the description sections, so that in case you come across any issue, you can directly download this 3D environment from here. Besides that, I have made use of a rifle, a sniper, that's which I've downloaded from this asset store over here. So these are the two folders which have got automatically created when I have imported both the things in my Unity platform. Okay, so this is the thing that we have got initially. Okay, so first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to define a 3D object, a cube kind of structure, so that we can make it behave like a base on which we will be defining the 3D environment. Okay, so this is how we can control the size. We can play with the size of this cube, right? So I think this much is fine. This size is fine. So this is how it is going to look like from the top. Now we have got two different folders over here that I have imported from the asset store. This is a 3D environment that I've imported from the asset store. Let's see what we have got inside this folder. So these are the various folders we have got. Let's make use of this buildings folder first. Let's see what we have got inside this folder. So we have got a building kind of structure inside this. Okay, let's increase the size of this building. That's how we can play with the size, right? Okay. Okay, now what, we can impart a texture to this, right? That's how we can impart a texture. So this is how the building is going to look like. Let me bring the view. Let me check out the nearby view of this building. Now for duplicating this, if you want to create a copy of this, what you need to do is select this building, press Ctrl and D together. Automatically the duplicate copy of this is going to get created. So this is how you can create different duplicate copies of the buildings. Okay, let's have one more building here. So we are going to do it very fast. So we have got, right now we have got 5 different buildings. Let's see what else do we have in this folder. We've got some boxes over here. Let's see what is there inside these boxes. Okay, let's increase the size of these boxes. So right now what we are doing, we are trying to design a 3D kind of view for our game, 3D environment for our game. So once you're done with importing the 3D environment, the assets that you require for designing the 3D environment, you can make use of them like this. So now this is looking perfectly fine. Okay, let's see what else do we have got in the barrels folder. We have got, I think we have got some barrels here. Yep. Let's reposition them, bring it at the top, and these are very small, right? And then we can impart some color to them. Okay, now this is looking perfectly fine. This is a way you can develop a 3D environment. What else do we have got? We have got in this container section. Let's check this container section. We've got some containers over here. Let's place them at this point. Yeah, these are going to give a very good look to our environment. These containers that we have got over here. So this is how you can define the assets and impart them some color, so as to give them a good feel. What else do we have? We have got some fences. Let's not make use of the fences for now. What do we have got? What we have got in the roads? Let's see. Okay, so this is going to cover a very large area. Buildings we have already made use of. Boxes, and boxes we have got these small boxes. We have already made use of these small boxes. Okay. Why, instead of doing this, we can duplicate the containers that we've already got here. We can duplicate them by pressing Ctrl and D together and move them like this. We want them to be placed here. Okay, so this is how we can design the things. I think this much is fine for now, because the main thing that we need to learn is how can we define the first person controller, right? So let's not waste the time in this. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to come on this create option over here, hit this option and come on this create empty object option. So automatically an empty object will get created like this. First person, this is the name that I have assigned to this empty object. Now I need to add a component to this empty object. Let's add this character controller option to this one, so that we can control, with which we can control the object. Okay, what else do we need to do? We need to put this main camera inside this first person, so we can drag it and drop it on this first person, because this camera is the one with which we are going to control that person. Okay, what else can we do? Just a second. So after putting this main camera inside this first person, let's check the coordinates of this first person. The coordinates are, okay, these are the coordinates. We need to keep it as 0, 3 we can write down here, and here we can write down 0 again. So we need to keep the coordinates somewhat equal, both of camera as well as first person. So these are the coordinates we have defined. Where is the first person right now? So we need to press F so as to focus on it. So this is how the first person is going to look like. It's a cylindrical kind of shape you're going to see here. Now this is a camera which we have got. Where is the camera? So this is a camera. Let me just place it inside this first person controller cylinder. Okay. Now what else do we need to do? We need to add a sniper to our game, right? So the folder we can make use of this for doing this is sniper rifle. This is a folder which I've got imported from that asset store. Let's find out what do we have in this models option. So we have got a sniper over here. Let's drag it and drop it like this. And I'm going to reposition it to 0, 3, 0. That's how we can reposition it, right? Let's now decrease the size of this sniper because the size is very big. Now what else do we need to do? We need to bring the sniper also inside this. We need to drag this sniper from here and put it inside the camera, because camera is the one which is going to control this sniper. So what we have done is we have defined an empty object first, and we had put the main camera inside this first person, and after that we created a sniper and put the sniper inside this main camera. Fine. Let's now rotate this sniper. Where is the main camera focusing? We want to see this sniper in this game window, right? So let's try and see how can we do that. We need to adjust this sniper in such a way that we can see it in our game. So this is where we are able to see the sniper. Let's now rotate this sniper in such a way that we can see the front part of the sniper in our game. So how can we do that? Okay, this is how we can see the front part of the sniper, right? Okay, let's define. So this is how we can see the sniper, right? I think this much is fine. Now what else do we need to do? We need to define a script so as to control this main camera. So we are going to come out of this first, click on assets and come on create and go on this C# script option. Move camera, that is the name that I'm giving to this script, which I'm going to make use of for controlling the camera's movement. And now I need to come on this GitHub website. I will be sharing the link of this with you guys in the description section. So here on this site, you can find the code that we can use for controlling the player as well as for controlling the movement of the camera. So this is a code that we can use for controlling the movement of the camera. We need to copy this code from here, from the serialize field part, and till this point we need to copy it, and then we need to come on this Visual Studio and paste it in place of this part like this. Okay, just save your changes, come back on the Unity platform, and then we need to apply this script on the main camera because we want to control the main camera, right, with this script. So we can drag it and drop it on this main camera. Let's just click on the main camera and see in the property inspector whether the script has got added or not. Yes, this script is getting reflected over here. Now this first person, this empty object that we have created, we need to define it inside this character option that we are able to see in this move camera script. Just drag this and drop it inside this character variable. Okay, and now when you will play the game, you will get to see something like this. Okay, we are able to move the camera all around. Okay, so right now it is in air. We need to shift it down. How can we do that? We need to shift this down. Okay, I think this much is fine. Let's see what are we going to get as a result. I think now it is fine. Now also it is not looking good. Let's shift it. Okay, okay, now I think it is fine. It is looking good now. So we are able to control the movement of this gun with the help of the movement of the camera, right? Now we need to find out how can we make this player move. So in order to make him move, we need to add another script. We are going to name it as move the player and open it in the Visual Studio. Now here we are going to again come on this GitHub site, and right on the top we are given with this script with which we can make use of in order to move the player in all the direction. We are going to copy this code first and put it in place of this code. Fine, let's save the changes. Now let's come on this Unity platform. In order to make the player move, we need to apply this move player script on this first person. Remember this thing. Okay, so when you'll click on this first person, you'll get to see this move player script over here. The speed, you can adjust the speed with this speed variable. You can define the value here in this box. Let's see whether we'll be able to make the player move in the direction in which the gun is pointing or not. So we are able to move him, right? That's how you can create a first player controller in the Unity software. If you like the lecture, please do let me know, and also please subscribe to the channel and share the link of this video with everyone who want to learn coding so that he can learn it without paying anything, free of cost. Thank you very much and have a great day. Best of luck.